we want to thank our parents and our family and friends. They've really just supported us as individuals and as a couple for a long time throughout all of our stages of life. And we'll know that will continue, and we know you've made this day super special for us. And thank you to everyone who came to support us and celebrate with us. So we really appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. I was born and raised in Holdridge, Nebraska. I have one little brother. Went to school in Holdridge, graduated. I did my undergrad in Lincoln and then came to Kearney for graduate school for speech pathology. And then now I'm working as a speech therapist with Phelps Memorial Health Center and Therapy Center. And I do nursing homes as well. So, yeah. My parents both worked very hard and long hours raising two kids, and they did a great job with it. But kind of just kindness in general, like whether you're holding a baby or talking to a 90-year-old person, just how you treat people and talking to them was really big.
I was born in McCook, Nebraska, and growing up, my family kind of moved around a little bit. We eventually settled down in Cozad, where I spent most of my younger years growing up. I moved to Holdridge after my sophomore year in Cozad to live with my dad and Amy. Started working here during the summer times, and then eventually graduated and went off to Lincoln to UNL. Got my bachelor's degree in agronomy, and then moved back home to work for my family at Nebraska Land Aviation in Holdridge. I guess our family in general has always been a pretty close family, so we've always had a lot of different events. Holidays are always very important. Everyone always tries to get together as much as they can, so I guess that would be one thing that I've gotten from my family.
We first met at the 2008 air show, actually, but later didn't realize until after we started hanging out and dating in 2011 that we had actually met before.
How I remember us first meeting was a party at Paige's parents' house. So I came to Holdridge to help my family during the summertime to work at the airport, and they ended up going over to Todd and Nancy's house.
His dad and Amy and his little twin brother and sister came to my house, and I showed up home from dance like, who's this boy at my house?
She was kind of the babysitter, it seemed like, at some of those parties where she'd run around and take care of everybody's kids.
I asked him if he wanted to come downstairs to play pool with me. He didn't say anything. He's like, okay, thanks. And then he didn't come downstairs for a while.
Well, I'd hate to destroy you in a game of pool on the very first time I met you.
Right.
So after the party, we got on Facebook, found her on there, sent her a message.
And the first thing he said was, that was some pretty epic babysitting.
I don't even know what I said. Something very cheesy, I'm sure.
Then we just started talking over Messenger, and then you asked for my number.
Pretty smooth.
Yeah.
When I'm with you, trees seem greener, sun shines brighter, tea tastes sweeter, and trouble seem lighter. I could go on forever in a day or two.
First date, he called me, asked if I wanted to hang out and drive around, so he picked me up.
So the first time we really went out together, I guess, we went driving around in my car in Holdridge.
There wasn't really a plan.
No.
Just kind of like, because you were 16.
Driving around was a cool
14.
thing to do.
Yeah. Then it started thunderstorming like 10 minutes in, so both of our dads called us within like 10 minutes and were like, hey, you should probably come home.
Kind of got interrupted by a thunderstorm. Everybody wanted to have us home. So our first date was really just a drive around Holdridge. nothing too crazy.
Darling, everything's better with you. Kissing on me, baby, all night long. Dancing in the dirt with the crickets and the frogs. Girl, I don't know what it is you do. Everything's better with you.
First kiss, I would imagine, was probably in my parents' basement. I'm pretty sure it was in my parents' basement.
It was.
Okay.
After we just got done babysitting Derek and Taya.
I made the first move.
I think you had attempted before, and I didn't really know what to do. And he asked me to be his girlfriend and kiss me. Okay.
I ain't never felt so dang brand new.
I think from the very beginning, I kind of just knew that Paige was the one. Just the way everything happened, coming to move to Holdridge to be with my family, Paige being here, everything just kind of aligned. There was a few bumps along the road, but I think I always knew that Paige was the one.
I don't know that there was a specific moment that I'm like, you are who I need to be with and supposed to be with, but we've just grown a lot as a couple throughout our 9 years of knowing each other and as individuals. And I think each year gets better, and you know, we learn more about each other, and I just, as time goes on, I still want to spend more time with him and, you know, learn more about him. So I think that's just kind of how I know that he's the right one.
Darling, everything's better with you. Kissing on me, baby, all night long. Dancing in the dirt with the crickets and the frogs. Girl, I don't know what it is you do. Everything's better with you.
So we went to look at rings before Paige left on her trip to California.
I was leaving the next day for California for about a 3-month internship.
And so while she was gone, her parents and my parents kind of helped me organize a trip to Nashville.
They were flying into Nashville separately, and then I flew in by myself. And he's like, I'll come pick you up, I'll get an Uber. And I'm like, well, I can just meet you guys wherever you are. And he's like, no, I'll come get you. He picked me up at baggage claim.
And as we were walking out, I'm like, well, here's our ride. And it was a limo.
I could tell he was really nervous because he was asking me about my internship, and I knew he really normally didn't do that.
Trying to piece together some normal sentences, knowing what I was going to be doing shortly, and tried to get on one knee in the back of the limo and proposed.
I remember looking out the window, and it was like right as we were going past Nissan Stadium.
And it worked out, so.
Not just anyone can love me just the way I am, but she can.
It's tough. It's a lot of words.
I chose admirable because he is so incredibly kind. He is so hardworking. Oh gosh. And he just is someone that I am very proud to be able to call my fiance and gonna be my husband. And that his family really looks up to him. And yeah, so he's just a very admirable person.
So I chose the word caring for Paige, whether it's caring about her family, caring about her friends, caring about just other people in general with her job, caring about people she's never met. She's always very thoughtful and thinking of others before herself. What are you thinking?
I don't know.
Easygoing.
I chose simple, just because it's just easy, kind of. Not easy, like it takes work, but.
Fly by the seat of our pants.
Yeah.
Unpredictable, but.
Yeah, we get along really well, and we just kind of mesh, and it just goes.
She's my lost heart saving grace. She's my ice cold sleeper faith. Not just anyone can love me just the way I am, but she can.
Austin, I love you so much. The time I've spent with you the last 9 years has been incredible, and it gets better and better. And I know that we're going to keep growing as individuals and growing as a couple, and I'm so excited for that. You make me so happy, and I love you, and I'm so excited to be your wife.
Paige, I know how much work you and your family have put, and all of our families really, but especially you put into this wedding planning process, and I'm sure by now everything's gone just as you'd planned it. I'm excited for the night, and I love you.